All right, we are getting close to beginning season 3 of Calculation League. So I'm here with an instructional video outlining the new version 3 of the app. This video is going to focus on the updates made to the app since season 2. If you need help using the app generally, there are 2 earlier instructional videos covering versions 1 and 2 of the app. There is also the League app FAQ page on the website that provides written instructions about how to use the app. For version 3 of the app, we have 3 new league modes: Blitz regular season, playoffs, and finals. Just like before, number of questions is single player mode, and league match is multiplayer mode. Just to be clear, the custom format question percentage option, it's still available right now when you click on the number of questions single player option. However, this field does not do anything for blitz modes. There is no custom format question percentage, so this number doesn't matter. I'm going to simulate here a mini version of a blitz match to show how the new features work. Just to be clear, I am doing this with 2 half-screen windows. The app display does not work, is not fully compatible with a half-screen window, and so you will see some of the elements distorted, but they should work fine on a full-screen window. So in Blitz mode, rather than one long uninterrupted match, the match is a series of mini matches. For regular season, those mini matches are 2 minutes each. For playoffs, 3 minutes, and for finals, 4 minutes. The match as a whole is best of 9, first one to win 5 mini matches. If a mini match results in a tie, there is no winner. If nobody wins 5 mini matches out of 9, the overall match is automatically a tie. As you can see at the bottom here, there's some slight distortion because I'm using the half-screen windows. Both of these windows started with typing from right to left. As a reminder, the toggle text direction button changes the typing from right to left to right. It's red if you're typing right to left. It's blue if you're typing left to right. You can click it to move back and forth, or you can click the Shift key on your keyboard. In blitz modes, there are going to be 3 categories of questions per mini match. You get 1 type of multi-operation question, then you get 1 type of standard question, then you get 1 type of complex question, and it will cycle through that order. Once you've done 1 of each, then you go back and do another multi-operation, another standard, another complex. There are 6 types of multi-operation categories. The broken multi-operation questions are broken down by length in the same way that we used before: short, medium, long. And they're also broken down by number of digits. So we have 1-digit and 2-digit multi-operation questions on regular season mode, so 6 total categories. For standard tasks, there are 4 categories. There's addition, subtraction, that's 1 category. Multiplication, division, and square roots. For complex questions, there are 35 different categories right now. Those 35 categories are very similar to the custom or list questions that were used previously. There are maybe some slightly new formats, but no real new types of questions as of right now. There may be a few added before we start season 3, but they won't be anything that unusual. And I should mention this, for the complex questions, they are weighted. They don't have equal weight, and all participants will be given a list of those categories and their weights. This is the intermission screen in between the mini matches. 30-second countdown before the next mini match starts. You can see that the loser of the prior mini match is given these randomized buttons. Those buttons allow you to reselect one of the categories or all 3 of the categories for the next mini match. The category is obviously displayed on the screen. So when the next mini match starts, as of right now, the score for the previous mini match remains on the screen until somebody submits an answer. So when I submit an answer, and now it has changed to reflect the new mini match. So again, best of 9, first one to win 5, and the final results page at the end, it looks a little bit different than it did in standard modes. Most notably, there are now up to 45 different statistical categories that can be displayed on that final page. As of right now, there are not detailed question by question stats for blitz mode, but you do have those 45 statistical categories. Um, Although you can only have up to 19 in a specific match. Below the stats, you will still receive your opponent's stats after your own stats. You will have a table of the mini match results similar to what was shown in the intermission screen. And below that, at the bottom, you will have the actual Calculation League score. The Calculation League scoring is going to make use of both the mini match win-loss record as well as the point differential. Point differential being how many total questions you got right across all mini matches. So both players starting at a 50-50 point distribution. It is modified by 5 times the difference in mini matches won. So if you win 5-4, the point distribution will change to 55-45. If you win 5-3, it will change to 60-40. And then it's also modified by half of the point differential. So if you win 5-3 and you have a plus 20 point differential, you get plus 10 for your mini match record and plus 10 for your point differential, and the actual point distribution will be 70-30. Um, if nobody wins 5 matches, regardless of the point differential or mini match record, it will be automatically 50-50. And I'm going to click one of these buttons really quickly before the buttons go away. So when I randomize it, well, you can see in this situation, when you randomize, you are not guaranteed a new format. There are 4 standard questions, so you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the same standard question format over again. 6 multi-operation categories, so 1 in 6. In this case, those both actually stayed the same, but the complex category changed, and that it will almost always change given the number of the complex categories. So this mini match here that I'm simulating is going to be best of 3, but again, as a reminder, it's going to be best of 9. The times shift in the different modes: 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. As you go from regular season finals or playoffs to finals, the difficulty gets easier, or I mean, more difficult, and for all 3 categories. So right now we have a very easy addition question on the screen. For playoffs, they will become more difficult, and for finals, they will become more difficult than that. Otherwise, the scoring and the timing is rather harmonious with what was used in season 2. It is mostly the match structure has been obviously changed significantly, but also the distribution of questions is a little bit more different. We have significantly fewer multi-operation questions, and they have been replaced by an increased emphasis on complex questions, but also an increased emphasis on standard questions. So you'll have 1/3 of each in each mini match, and only one type per mini match, with it to be changed every 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, depending on what stage you are in. So one little note: the mini match ends when the timer expires and a